Plant-Based Jan here. We are on the road again for our adventure series. I figured out that great travel is not about searching for healthy food, because out here in the middle of nowhere there is none. If you're plant-based, I'm going to give you some new ideas, or if you're looking for adventure, my goal is to win you over, because we can all appreciate great health along with our great planet. The Burr Trail is about 75 miles long, and it's kind of the scenic back way. There are quite a few areas that you may not want to travel with a normal vehicle. Some seasons are better than others, but it is extremely scenic. It goes along the Grand Escalante Monument, and I'm going to show you some clips as we go along here. Hopefully, one day you'll do this trail. To get to the Burr Trail from the west side, which starts in Boulder, Utah, we took another breathtaking scenic drive. In our case, we drove from Bryce Canyon National Park via State Route 12. Note that Highway 12 has been on top 10 lists of the most scenic highways in the world. You can see why. The Burr Trail goes through the Capitol Reef National Park, and they have a great map. So I'm going to show you that just to get the perspective on the road. Here's the map of Capitol Reef National Park from the park brochure. And I wanted to show you this to give you the perspective, because the park itself is this green outline, and it looks like a reef, doesn't it? It's a reef made of earth. The visitor center is up here towards the north part of the park. The little town of Torrey has accommodations. But what we're going to do for the Burr Trail is we are going to start, this is the back road, we are going to start in Boulder, Utah, and the red line signifies paved road. You can see it twists and turns, and this is where all of that incredible red scenery, cliffs, different earth formations goes along until you get to Capitol Reef, which you're going to pass through. There's no entrance here. This is a back road, and this is where through the park it turns into unpaved road. So this is where you're going to want to check road conditions to make sure that it's passable if you have a two-wheel drive car. Then we're going to take a right, go outside the park, and it continues to be unpaved road. It hits paved road right outside the park, and then you continue on through spectacular scenery until you get to Highway 276. At 276, you take a right and it's about 5 miles south to Bullfrog. So we're about 10 to 15 miles in from Boulder, Utah, at the beginning of the Burr Trail. And what we experienced, I showed you a lot of footage of going through the sheer red rock cliffs and some cathedral cutouts, just some intense red landscape. And now we've entered into more of the flatlands, more of the basin areas of Canyonland National Park-esque type landscape. It's flat. The road is still really nice. We haven't yet hit the dirt 4x4 kind of part of the road. So this is still some really nice paved road. It's a little bumpy in here. We're going to continue down the Burr Trail here, and I'll show you more footage. The sagebrush is in bloom and it lines this trail on either side of the road, and it's just a brilliant yellow. So it's such a cool contrast to all the red and the emerald green of the pines out here. take some killer footage. Okay, now we did the switchbacks, and they are absolute hairpin turns down down the mountain, or the rock formations. As you can see, there was pretty much the whole time, I would say, about a 12% grade, which they warn you of. And the road is pretty stable. You can see where if it was wet or if it was a different season, that's probably not a direction you want to go, but it was fine. Right now we're in September 2021, and the weather's great, so it worked out just fine. There was a couple of other cars that were making the journey as well. We are now headed to Bullfrog, and we are on a section of, this is still dirt road. It's a beautiful red dirt road, so even this is scenic, and we're kind of in the valley, so all of the rock formations are on all sides of you. It's just a spectacular trail. Looks like we're gonna hit some better road in just a mile or two. Okay, I was wrong. I thought that we were gonna go straight out and we hit some more switchbacks. However, we're coming up on some more rock formations, some really cool blue rock formations. This reminds me of Death Valley. I'll find out what these are called, but I'm gonna get some shots for you. we are done with the Burr Trail. That was 76 miles of unbelievable varied landscape, from the red rock sheer cliffs to just everything in between. We ended up going through Capitol Reef National Park, and then at the very end of the trail, technically, we take a right and go into, this is the Bryce Canyon National Recreation Area, and we are at the Bullfrog Marina. You can see that the lake is really low, September 2021. It's just really low. This is the marina behind us, and this is the actual boat ramp right here. You can see how far it goes down. But the Burr Trail, just one of the most spectacular drives I have ever been on, and it's certainly something you want to put on your bucket list.